Hi everybody, welcome to Fun Food Facts. We are now recording. We've got Jenny, Ashley, and myself on tonight. Jenny Cheatham is going to go first and talk to us about how you can get lots and lots of sales in the month of May. So I have her on. Let me spotlight her video. All right, Jenny, take it over, girlfriend.
Hi everybody. We are going to talk about fun ways to get sales for the next, well, we're going to start with the next week, but for the rest of the month, because you can do these parties any way you want to. One of the things we want to talk about for sure is the Everybody Wins party. And that Sam had put on her page earlier this week that she needed 10 people that wanted $40 worth of free Tupperware. And it got a lot of comments that led her to believe that maybe everybody didn't understand how that worked. So the Everybody Wins party, to do it that way, you get 10 people that each take orders for $100. They can get orders for more than $100, but it has to be at least $100 from 10 people. And then you take the $400 post credit and everybody gets $40. So they all get to pick $40 worth of Tupperware from that $400 host credit. The other way you can do Everybody Wins parties, and I've done this before, is you have 10 people, get $10 worth, or $100 worth, $10 worth, right? $100 worth, and then you divide, usually I used to do it by drawing names. So one person would get the thank you gift that you get at $175. One person would get, well, 3 people when you have a $1,000 party. I would draw names for 3 people to get a half off item. And then the other 6 people would get $60 free in Tupperware, or you can do the host gifts. Like if you look at the host gifts themselves and what you can get, you can divide it up any way you want to. If you want to do your party by the person with the most orders gets the most host credits, or if you just want to draw names. But however you do it, 10 people with a $100 order gives you a $1,000 party to submit. And then you can have them, you know, all get together to do the host rewards, or you can just maybe do something on Facebook or send them messages telling them how to do it. It works great either way. The other way you can do your own Everybody Wins party. And I've done that before by picking 10 different like businesses around town, or 10 different clubs or organizations, and asking each business or club to get $100 worth of orders, to give you $100 in orders. You take your sales flyer in there. And then you have that. And I have done the post gifts for charity. Like one time I did them and donated all the free Tupperware to the ladies' shelter that is in our town. People like to do that. They like to support that. Plus they get Tupperware with that. And you have a $1,000 party. Okay, well, some of the other things that we can do kind of just for fun parties. There's a thing out there about the 50 states. If we have a team, I have a team challenge this week for my team where the person that gets the most orders from people in different states is going to win a gift from me. So you can do, I told them either an order from each state, or people that have lived in different states, but they can only use a customer one time. Like I've lived in 5 different states, but if I order, I can't be 5 states. I have to pick one. So they're doing that, and they're having a lot of fun with that. Okay. Oh, we do this a lot because we get spoiled sometimes by Tupperware with those weekly specials like the chip and dip bowls and the serving centers. And then when they don't come out with one, I have people that kind of go, oh, there's no special. What are we supposed to do? We are full of specials. We have sales specials. We have sales flyers. This month we have 2 sales flyers. So I always suggest that you pick a product and make your own special. And I'm not saying that you change the price or anything like that, but highlight, showcase one product for the week. Like this week, I told them to either take the kids set, the $15 kids set, or maybe that 1 gallon infusion pitcher that's $20. Like we try and pick something $20 or under and make its own flyer and use that personally to go out and get, you know, if you go out and sell $10, $20 pitchers, that's 200. And I have even had it to where I would challenge my friends, if it's something that some people really like the infusion pitcher or the kids set, especially right now, get 10 people to sell 10 of those. Just give them one product to sell. Because sometimes, like with the Everybody Win prize party or something like that, people kind of get overwhelmed because we have to remember that our friends, our hosts, they didn't sign up to sell Tupperware. So if we just give them just the sales flyer or just one product, it's kind of fun for them. And a lot of times the people that they're talking to will say, you know, oh, can you get a book? Or is this all that's on sale? And then they can get in contact with you and you can talk to those people. But if you give them one product and if 10 people sold 10 of the kids sets for $15, that's $150 a piece. That's a $1,500 party. And it's $1,500 worth of cute little kid sets that they can put cupcakes in and have tea parties with. Makes ordering very simple. But that's the kind of thing that we try and do, or give yourself a personal challenge and just, you know, make your own, get up tomorrow morning or tonight before you go to bed and decide that you want to sell so many of something. I also have a team member right now. She has challenged herself to sell 10 stack cookers before the end of the sale. Fantastic, you know, and she's working on that. And she's told her friends, I need to sell 10 of these. And she's doing demos, and she did a live demo so that people can see it. One of the main things I think we need to realize, and I spent a year going back and forth with this because for a while, Facebook was all I could do. But I really think that something that's really important, if you're able, if you're physically able, if, you know, things in your life are working the way this is possible, we need to put some legwork into it. Get off the computer, get on the phone, get out and about, talk to people. You're only going to get so much from you and 20,000 other Tupperware consultants posting on Facebook. You know, you do get orders that way and you can get some online orders, but the real thing is to get out there and talk to people, show them you're excited, show them the product if you have it, at least physically talk to them while you're passing out the sales flyers or the books. It's a little bit of work to get, you know, extra sales in a week, but it's so totally doable. And especially with some of the stuff we have that they have, the new summer products out, people are ready for summer. I know if I'm done with cold, I'm done with rain. So if I can show them something cute for summer, like the pitcher with the infuser, and say, you know, listen, you can get this for $20, figure out what it is with tax and shipping. And, you know, I'm on a mission to sell 20 of them before Friday. You know, people will respond to that. And if they're in a hurry, they will look at one product that you have. If you walk up to them with a catalog and 2 sales flyers and, you know, 20 sheets of paper, they're not as likely to want to take the time, but they will look at one product. And then once you have their contact information from ordering that product, because let's face it, they have to give you their name, address, and phone number for them to order from you, you can get with them later and talk to them about a party or, you know, can I put you on my mailing list so that you can get my sales flyers, so my sales letter once a month. But those are my ideas for that kind of thing. And good luck. Everybody can do this. So have a lovely week and go sell some pictures and little kid sets and stuff like that. You can come back now, Sam.
I'm trying to unmute myself. It wouldn't click. So I loved it. I want to hear some of your guys' thoughts down here. I'll tell you some of my thoughts while I'm waiting for people to type. One person said, great idea, Jenny. Showcase your own product out of the flyer. Great job. And, oh, where'd you go? You went away. There you are.
Still here.
There you go. Thank you, Jenny. So right to get out there, connect with people live. That's an amazing idea. Thank you. I love the multi-host giveaways. I agree. I think highlighting a few particular items does seem to sell a bit more easily and take the guesswork out for customers. I always love to pick one or two items I really love and sell them like crazy. So these are really good comments that we have. I love the multi-host gift giveaways. I actually really liked a couple things. Number one, you're so right. We need to get out there. I mean, that really is one of our biggest flaws is we hide behind a computer. You were so right when you said that. And I know I'm guilty of it. So that was right on. And then I liked, I've heard people do the everyone wins party before with the envelopes. And I know I heard you say that before, but for some reason when I was doing mine, that didn't click. So I love that there's different ways to do that. So thank you so much for sharing all those ideas. You guys, I hope you took really, really, really good notes because you need to go out there and use the stuff that you learned at Fun Food and Facts so it can make you some money and it can help other people. Talking about it, I like talking to people in the produce section for the fridge smarts, right? Because you're always out and about, like Jenny said. I always love to pick, oh, I already said that one, never mind. Perfect, okay. Yay, 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 I hope you guys got really good notes. I did. Thank you, Jenny. We appreciate having you on. And we are going to go to Ashley next. I'm going to mute you. Is that all right?
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah. Let me spotlight your video, Miss Ashley. Ashley Johnson, everybody. Are we so excited to hear how she got a $3,000 party? So I'm going to mute myself and you can go for it.
All right. So first of all, I'm not going to lie. I was not expecting a $3,000 party. My host, who the big ticket item here is, she was in direct sales herself. So as a person to ask to host a party, she already knows what steps she takes for her business. So that was one big thing that helped because she already had a customer base and she had a plan. So the way it all started was I told her what my challenge was because I was trying to hit level 7 of Confident Start. And I told her that I needed $1,700 by May 12th. So she asked me about if I had a $1,000 party. And I said, no, I had gotten to about 800, but I'd never broke 1,000. So as soon as she heard that, then of course she wanted to take on that challenge because the competitive side of her came out. So we set her up in April, and when the chip and dip special started, she went crazy herself just taking orders for the chip and dip. So what she did was before I walked in the door at her house, we were at $500. She had went through all of the BOGO sales and the chip and dip. So her party actually spanned over the April month and May because she wanted to take advantage of some items that were going to end. So the number one thing was making a joint effort. She knew what she wanted, I knew what I wanted, and working together to see what we could do to help both of us get there. So the number one thing I would say is she was out doing the legwork, just like she just said. She was going to the neighbors' houses and inviting them. And if any of you have ever used Red Stamp, that is one thing from our previous direct sales experience. We used that for invitations. And she still had some folks that wanted paper invitations. So we created a cute little postcard and printed them. She hand delivered those and actually took some people paper catalogs that still wanted to see them. Not everyone's digital. And her party, when I showed up, I was the first one there. We had thought we was going to have a pretty good crowd. We ended up with about 17 people in attendance. They stayed in the kitchen the entire time. Nobody wandered out of the room. We ended up demoing big ticket items because what I did realize was if you want to sell the more expensive items, people want to see it in use. So we were trying to focus on what's on sale that's going to seem like a good deal, but also higher ticket items so that if they buy what I demo, it's going to rise the sales up anyway. So like the stack cooker, we were going with a taco night. So we did our hamburger in the stack cooker. We ended up turning around using it for 2 cakes that we made that night. And then of course the Power Chef for salsa and the press. I can't think of it. But by the time we demoed all those items, a lot of the orders wanted everything they had watched me use. So we had a few folks that were placing $300 orders themselves. But where my host was especially smart was that she invited some people that actually help with multiple homes. So she had a couple people that she knew were going to be purchasing for themselves, but she also oversees some assisted living facilities. And she was interested in buying tumblers for each of those houses because she, one, buys all of their items, but it's for her a business expense. So she knew that Tupperware was a great company. She knew about our warranty, and she wanted to get the tumblers. So she had some great customers that were there in attendance. But a lot of the women were 70, 80 years old and still were talking about the items they had from 30 years ago. And their testimonies then turned into a lot of feedback for the younger people that were in attendance. So overall, there was nothing special. It wasn't like some big gimmick or anything. She just invited everyone she could talk to. And she was great. We weren't trying to be salesy about it. We were saying, here's how this can help you save time cooking dinner tonight. The one big thing I did give her the challenge that I learned on here was the whole one booking before I got there, the 10 people in attendance, 100 in sales prior to the party. And every one of those, she checked those off on a piece of paper before I arrived. So I think partnering with your host makes a huge difference. Really intentionally picking what items you're going to demo, because before I would demo a breakfast maker because that was easy and it was something I used. But if all you do is sell a $29 item, you're going to have to sell a lot of those items to get your numbers up. So the other thing is we communicated throughout the whole process. Every couple of days we were texting, just kind of touching base with how things were shaping leading up to the party. Did she like the menu that I had picked, or did she think her crowd wanted something different? So just being vocal and communicating was the key. I don't know that I'll ever have another $3,000 party, but this lady, she doesn't know that she wants to join Tupperware yet. She's definitely in my sights as someone I'm thinking about trying to get to join my team because she has such a great customer base. But if not, going forward, she's going to be a huge resource for me for all of the customers. I think all in all, she had about 22 ordering guests. So $3,078, I think, or $3,081. She got $960 in hostess credits. So she is tickled. So like I said, no big words of wisdom, just working with your host is definitely my #1 experience in reaching everyone. Don't assume that in Little Pike County, Ohio, where everybody seems to be broke, that there's not money, because that was my big thing was if people are excited about the products, they know about the warranty, they know about how long Tupperware has been around, they're willing to invest the money in products they believe in. So that's about it.
Love it. Okay, so I'm going to read you what we have on the side, and you guys also put some chat stuff up of what you think and what you heard. But the one thing I hear is great hostess coaching on your part. Biggest thing I'm hearing is that you really knew your hostess, which is key. Working together. Love it. Thank you. And I agree. I think hostess coaching is the key. And we've been talking about that for so long. And I love that it's coming from somebody who's, you haven't been in the business very long. How long have you been in the business, Ashley?
I just joined January 28th.
January 28th.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I hit level 7 from this party. So.
Woo-hoo! So that's awesome. So you were still in your first 13 weeks and you had your $3,000 party. And I think that's just, someone said very inspiring, great job. And it is, because there are so many people that don't think they can do it because they're new. And I just love that you are sharing that it really is about taking what you're learning and applying it. I mean, of course, as you know, that hostess had to be on board for it. And you're going to find in your Cupware career that some are and some aren't, no matter what you do to host them. But if you're coaching and partnering, that's great. So then we also have this awesome hostess coaching. I'm still trying to figure out how to coach my hostess to get them excited. Way to go on level 7. I love the cooking party where you just cook and explain as you go. Telling your host your goals is a great idea. It helps them want to help you. These are also true. Congrats on level 7. Amazing job. And another thing you said that I want people to touch base or hear that you said, because sometimes we hear you, but you know how you're not sure where to hear what you're saying. When you said that I was doing breakfast makers because it was easy, you're absolutely right. That is going to take a lot of breakfast makers to sell. And, I don't talk about the breakfast makers at my parties at all. You need to sell the items that are big dollar because you don't know if they can or can't afford them. You cannot prejudge them. So I think that the fact that, again, you're new saying this, I love hearing about it, that you're newer and saying this because it just makes all the difference in the world. So thank you so much, Ashley, for being on tonight. And are you excited that you got to be on Fun Food and Facts?
Absolutely. And I will tell you, I've actually kept in contact with this host, just letting her know about the feedback, because I think even for other people, sometimes there's so many direct sales companies now that I think people overlook like how great they did. So I've really tried to keep her pumped because she's going to share that with other people. And of course, when her product comes in, you better believe we're going to have a big old party opening all those boxes. So
yeah, that's so true. That's actually a really, really great idea. I love that. And I think that's wonderful. And, I know it's 22 people, but I remember my very first $1,000 party was my very first big deal. And it was in May as well. And this was when I was brand new. And I remember that was the only time I ever sent out a thank you card to every single guest because it was such a big deal for me. And I used to only send it out to the hostess, but yeah, that's great. We have another one here. I agree. I always start the pressure cooker as the demo. If the hostess isn't too excited, I move to the steamer. I always feature those 3 first in the Power Chef because it's a gotta use to know just how great it is. And I agree with her big ticket. Yep, I agree too. So perfect. Awesome. All right. So Ashley, I'm going to take you off the screen. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I actually really appreciate that Ashley did that. It was last minute. I had other plans for Fun Food and Facts, I thought, and actually that's not true. I didn't have it planned. I like to plan my month and my theme, and Jeni even texted me and said, "What's your theme?" And I go, "Oh no, I don't have one. What do you think it should be?" And I was talking to Kevin, and he said, "You should ask Ashley." And I'm like, "That's so fantastic. Ashley, you did a really, really good job speaking. I might actually call you again. You might be featured again." So just saying, when you do a really good job, I call you back. So great. Thank you. All right. So we have time left to do the very last thing. And you know what? I want you to know, because you're probably thinking, well, what was the food and what was the fun and what was the fact? Well, of course, Jeni had the fun, right? But she kind of put some fact in there. And I would say Ashley had a lot of fact, but she put the fun in there too. And so instead of doing like a food item, French Marts, you put food in the French Marts, right? So we're going to have a little fact and fun and food and all of the things that we're doing tonight. So we just kind of mix it up a little bit. But I want to share with you that the Fridge Marts for me, and everybody's going to be different. This is a personal thing, but for me, these are my top selling item. So you should probably think about what your top selling item is. And if you don't have a top selling item, why? Is it because you talk about all different things? Maybe you have a wide range. What I find though is people like to know, what's your top selling item, right? Like, what do you like the best? And it's really difficult to say what I like the best all the time, but I really do think it's the Fridge Marts. I think that never changes. That's number 1 on my list. My 2, 3, 4, and 5, that changes a little bit sometimes, but my number 1 is the Fridge Marts. So I think that we don't see how we can use the Say Yes offer for us, you know, like for other people, like how can we leverage it? So I'm going to give you some tips on how to leverage it. And then I'm going to give you some tips on fridge marks because they're my favorite. So how to leverage your say yes offer. You don't have to have the say yes offer in hand, but if you do, it's very, very, very nice. So when you're at a party, I think people are making recruiting too big a deal. They're making it out to be like, oh, I can't recruit, I can't recruit, I can't recruit. Well, first of all, if you say you can't, you won't. And you can't, you're right. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Just so you know that right off the bat, okay? But it's a $40 investment. It's $40. And I know $40 is a lot of money, but it's also really not a lot of money, right? I mean, in the whole scheme of things, it's not. It's $40 and you get all of this great stuff from Tupperware that you all want anyways, right? And then you help them get that $1,000 in sales. And by help them, I mean, go do their first party for them. Help them. You're the expert. Say, let's have a lunch party for you. And if you don't ever want to do anything else again, that's fine. So if there's datings at the party, you can take them or I can take them. And that way people don't feel like they are being forced into something, but they do take the parties because they're not going to give them away. People are afraid to say yes because they're afraid to fail. So you really need to make sure that you're just saying to them, look at what you get. So if they're buying the Power Chef or they're buying the can opener or they're buying the impressions bowls, those three things, or did I say the Power Chef? Power Chef, can opener, impressions bowls. Those are the three things that are the big things in the kit, right? I think that's the three big things in the kit. But if you're buying any one of those three things, they should be in Tupperware. If someone's gonna buy a Power Chef, they should be in Tupperware. And if you're afraid that that's gonna hurt your hostess credits, then we all have stuff laying around, right? We all have extra stock. I shouldn't say we all, a lot of us do, or your directors do. It's a numbers game with recruiting. If you recruit 10 people, yeah, not all 10 of them are going to do anything. But what's great about it is that if you're sending them the sale flyer every month, which that one's on my coffee table. I'm a little behind on my sale flyers for this month for my team. But every single month, my team gets the sale flyer before it comes out with the sample sheet stapled inside of it. So send those out to your people. Post on your team page. Text them, send them things to let them know what they can do and get. Because what happens is you recruit them and you do nothing with them. It doesn't matter if they're excited or not excited. They're not going to do anything ever in this business. You got to get them excited about what they can get and what they can do. So someone says, I agree. I don't call it recruiting. I call it offering opportunity. Recruiting as a word sounds scary. Yeah, I say open up your own business. Opening up your own business, open up your own Tupperware business, open your own Tupperware account, open up your own Tupperware business. And if they don't want to see that, I'm like, oh, so you want to be a discount diva? That's what I said. Do you want to be a discount diva where you spend money, or do you want to open up your own business where you make money? Those are my word choices. It's up to you. I don't care which one you want to do. You want to spend money? I agree. I'm sorry, I got a text message and I read it. I need a distraction. So anyway, that's really, I think, something very important is just don't be scared of it and just talk about it because it's wonderful. So the say yes offer, if they're going to buy the say yes offer, they should be in Tupperware, right? These are things that it's like a clicker in your mind of they need these things. They need to be in Tupperware. So the fridge smarts. The set of 4. First of all, did you also know that if you recruit somebody, you get it for $20 up to 3? Yeah, dude. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now that these are amazing sellers. So you can actually make your money back even more. So this is basically it. You have to have the set of, you don't have to. Let me take that back. It's easier to sell the set of 4 if you have the set of 4. I will tell you, I was going in this one spurt where I was like, I'm not going to bring the set of 4 with me. I'm going to still sell the sets. And I did, but not as many, right? When you sell in a set, which is what you're doing with this, if you have this set of 4 and you bring it with you, you're going to sell this set as a recruiting opportunity. So you have to go through each piece. You pick up the one piece. How you hold your Tupperware is like how, see how I'm holding it like it's glass, even though it's not. I'm not holding it like this. I'm not holding it like this. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm holding it like it's glass. and it does give it a little bit more appeal. This is a selling 101 type little thing I'm giving you. I'm going all over the place. Forgive my ADD tonight, guys. Forgive me, but I'm excited, and that's what happens. You get a little ADD. You hold it like this. And so you go through all the features and the benefits, and you explain to them how it works. And then you pass this piece around, and you say, now in the set of 4, and then you have to explain each piece. If you do not explain each piece, and this is for any set selling, you're not going to sell it because they don't give a crap. They're like, well, I'm just going to buy one piece. But if you make them feel like they have to have all 4 pieces or they're going to die, right? That you can't live life without all 4 pieces, then they're going to get all 4 pieces. So this little guy is being passed around. So we're going to put him on the screen. And then you're going to say, so this little guy is my average box. You can say whatever you want. These are things that I made up, okay? But you can steal what I made up or you can make them up your own. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. It's my average box. Why? Because the average strawberries, the average grapes, not the Costco kind guy, right? But the average strawberries, the average grapes, the average baby carrots, the average mushrooms, a whole head of lettuce, cord and cut in 4 will fit inside of here. So this is like your average, right? It looks kind of small because it's called a small deep, but it is the average. I set it down. This one's my lay down box. Why? Because these are for my stuff that lays down, like my green beans, my asparagus, my green onions, my cucumbers, things that lay down. What am I doing is I'm putting a visual in people's heads of what they have in the refrigerator and what they're going to use this for. They're like, oh, I have grapes and strawberries because I said the most common things. I have mushrooms. Yeah, that works for me. I need that. And remember, you need 2 of these because that's why you get 2 in the set. This is your lay down box for things that lay down. This is my hallelujah box because hallelujah, it holds everything. So this is if you get the big stuff from Costco, like when you get the grapes from Costco or you get the strawberries. I believe my friend Kendra, she posted on Snapchat. I think she said she got 5 pounds of strawberries in this one. I could be wrong. If Kendra, I saw that you were on. If you could message that down here, let me know. But I'm pretty sure 5 pounds of strawberries is a whole lot of strawberries to fit inside of here. It's great for the romaine lettuce. It's also great for making a salad and putting it all together in here so you don't have to create a mess, right? So what I'm doing is I'm putting in your minds more of what can go inside of here. It does fit that many. I do it all the time. Perfect. If you buy one and you're ready to, oh, right, yes. Thank you. Patricia, you already know what I'm going to say next because I do say 4 pounds of strawberries. Thank you. And this, I do. See, Patricia's already on top of it. She knows what I'm going to say. She must see me do this demo before. When people try to buy only 1, I say to them, are you sure? Because what's going to happen is you're going to buy 1 because you're going to think that I'm just trying to sell you and I'm good at my job. I am good at my job, but I'm not just trying to sell you on something that you're not going to use. So what's going to happen is you're going to buy 1, you're going to go home and put strawberries in it and go, oh my gosh, they lasted a month or longer. And that Tupper girl was right, because I am. And then you're going to go to the store and you're going to buy strawberries and grapes, and they're not going to both fit in this one. And then you're going to have to play God, fruit God. Which one lives, which one dies? That's stressful. Do you want that kind of stress in your life? No. So you get this set of 4 for $84. So $84 is not that much money when you think about how much you're throwing away. You're going to put this in your pocket back every single month because you're not going to throw it away. So how can you get this cheaper? Well, of course you can have a party. You can get it half off or free. I mean, my gosh, in May you can get a $400 shopping spree. That's insane. So you could get more than 1 set for free if you'd like. Or you can decide that you want to either open up your own Tupperware business or become one of my discount divas and get the set for $20. And then they're like, what's that? Oh, I'm glad you asked. And then you get your catalog. I know this is the old catalog. That's just what's on my desk right now. Open up to the back page. I'm going to go over this with you because I want to show you all this stuff that you can get. And we've already talked about this. I'm doing this at the end, right? I always say the fridge marks last. Always, always, always say the best for last, right? So they're already hooked on the Power Chef. They're already hooked on the can opener. They're already hooked on the pressure cooker or the grill or whatever it is that they want. And I'm like, look, dude, you want all that stuff? You're going to open up your own Tupperware business and you're either going to become a consultant or a discount diva. It doesn't matter to me. You're going to get this set for $20 and then you're going to have a party that I'm going to come help you do. And then you're going to get the rest of the stuff for free and half price. Hello. Why not? It's a done deal. And then people are like, yeah, why not? why am I not doing this? It's a no-brainer. And then they say yes. But if you make it a big deal, it is a big deal, right? If you make it a no big deal, it's not. And these people aren't consultants. I mean, they are, but these people are your friends. Like, connect with them, get to know them. Who are they? Tell me your story. You know, find out about them, because these are not just numbers on your team to help you make a goal or to help you get to the next level or help you get to the next step. These are people, you know? I mean, you don't like to be treated like a number, so don't treat them like a number, because people, you know, I heard this once before, people don't leave jobs, they leave bosses. And in Tupperware, people usually only leave if they don't feel appreciated, or sometimes they do just get too busy in life, and that does happen, or they just don't feel like anybody just cared about them. You know, it's not always about the success and the money. Sometimes it's about the connection, the relationship that you make. And and timing too. I do have lots of people who I love very much, and they love Tupperware very much, and the team, but it wasn't good timing for them, and that's fine too. But people don't leave jobs, they leave bosses. And so even though we're not bosses, be a good boss, if that makes any sense. So that is my take on the Fridge Marts and Say Yes offer. One more thing I'm going to say is, even if you think the Say Yes offer is stupid, because I've heard people say that before, I'm guilty of going, ooh, that Say Yes offer is stupid. Who cares? It cannot be stupid at the party, because you don't know what other people might like. Just for example, recently there was like all this pink stuff, and I loved the pink stuff, but not everybody liked the pink stuff, but some people did, right? And then the blue came out, and I'm like, not a fan of blue. But so many people like blue. You have to love it all. Love it all. I'm not asking you to put it in your kitchen. I'm not asking you to, you know, like put it in your bed and sleep with it. I'm not asking you to do anything that you don't want to do with this bowl. I'm just asking you to be excited about it, because other people are going to be excited. And then someone actually just wrote on here, I'm still trying to figure out how to coach my hostess to get them excited. And the first thing is you have to be excited, because if you're not excited, they're not going to be excited. And I've had people go, wow, you're really excited. Yes, I am. Even if I'm not excited, I'm excited, because you have to be, because that's how you feed, and people feed off that. So if you don't feel like you're excited, if you say, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited, guess what? You're going to feel excited eventually. And it's true. You just need to have that, you know, like that energy to give off. And if that's not your personality, pretend it is for just like a little bit, you know, I mean, just do something to be that person, because it is a character. I mean, I am who I am, but let's be real. I play a character on TV, and you know it. This is like a TV thing, even though this is exactly who I am. I also know that I vamp it up, because I do, this is my job, and I love it, right? I'm so happy I don't have to sleep with it, right? Thanks, Lydia. But it's a character that we play. And when I go to my parties, my super high I comes out way more than when I'm at home and just chilling with my girlfriends. Because when I'm chilling with my girlfriends, I'm excited, but I'm not this way all the time, right? I mean, there's what you put out on social media, what people see and what people perceive you as, and that's okay. That's what I want. But my nickname is fun and excited, and that's what I want. So what is yours? What do people perceive you as? Because that's how you're going to get your hostess to get excited and to be along with you. I hope that makes sense. I know the ADD went around in circles 18 million times, but I'm hoping that it kind of came back and landed down and on you guys, and you got some good info out of this, because I'll tell you, tonight I thought was one of the best fun, food, and facts in a while. I mean, I loved all of Jenny's tips, because she's right. We need to just, I mean, everything she said, she's good at saying things we need to hear, you know, like get out behind your computer and go do it. Sometimes we don't say it, but we need to. And then Ashley, with all of her tips on knowing that she's newer and she's doing a $3,000 party, is so inspiring. And so I don't know, I just feel like this was a good one tonight. Put some comments below why I do some Robber Stopper Bopper Room. I need one of those things. Like when I was little, it was a mirror. I used to pretend it was a mirror. So I think I need to go on Amazon and find one. That's what I think I should do. And I always forget until I get to this part in Fun Food and Facts. I forget when I'm on Amazon. I'm looking for everything else in the world. But I think I'm going to try to remember that tonight. All right, let's see who we've got. All right, we have Jeni again. Hello, Jeni. Yay. Even though it says Jennifer, she don't like that. We've got Chris. Hello, Chris. And we've got Ashley Johnson again. What's up, Ashley? Let's see, we got Patricia Frisch. Hello, Patricia. We have Pam, but there's so many Pams. I don't know which Pam this is. And we've got Johnny Blue wearing blue. Johnny, if you ever not wear blue. We have Kendra. Hello, Kendra. We have Carol. Hello, Carol. And Chris Castro. Hello. Look, there's Lydia. Hello, Lydia. And we've got Mama Shar. Shar, how are you doing? Hello. And then we've got Regina. Hi, Regina. And Darlene's iPad. So hi, Darlene's iPad. We've got, oh, there you are. Hello, Darlene. And then we have Amy Santiago Dubsky. Hello, Amy Santiago. Not at work. She's always at work. Nice to see you have some time off. Pam Callahan, what's up, Callie? I love that she's up late. She's one of my amazing friends that stays up late. And we talk. Okay, all the rest of people they're not showing. We got Deary D, hello, and Jessica Honecker, and Stacy Oberg, and Stacy. We got two Stacys on. And we got Shannon Brown. What's up, everybody? Go get one of those big bubble blowers. Yeah, that's true. I could do that. You're welcome for the great training. Hello. All right, so let me get off of Fun Food and Facts here for just a second. I mean, not off, but stop recording. Hang on.